know, baby.
Congratulations on your win, Jake. I just wanted to ask you, how would you assess your performance today?
First and foremost, I want to thank Showtime. They're going to be playing back my fight December 18th on their network.
December 28th.
December 28th. Sorry, December 18th is stuck in my head. But man, shout out to everyone at Showtime. Amazing crew, everyone, down from Steven Espinoza on down. What was the question again?
No worries. I was asking, how would you assess your performance today? You rated yourself.
I mean, I got the knockout, highlight reel knockout. You know, I was setting up that shot because I knew he was going to try and catch the right hand coming straight, so I had to loop it around like a hook. But I was just off. I don't know, man. I was just off a little bit, pull the muscle again in my arm in the first round there. But had to fight through a lot of tough moments, and Tyron's tough, man. He's a really tough guy. He caught me with an elbow. I'm bleeding in my eye, but still got the job done.
Jake, what makes Woodley so tough?
Man, mental. It's mental. He just keeps on coming forward, hitting them with good shots, good jabs, good body shots. We're in the clinch, and you could feel that, you know, national champion wrestler in the clinch, boom, pushing you around like a bull, and you know his punching power is real. He won the UFC championship with that, and so taking those punches, I got a good chin, like I really do, and so I'm eating them, but damn, that's just good.
Hey Jake, can you talk a little bit about your composure after you got cut? Because we've seen a lot of seasoned boxers in the past that when they get cut, a lot of times they panic and their corners panic. It just seemed like your corner didn't panic. It seemed like you have a great cut man, and you didn't panic. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, nothing phases me at all. I've been through way harder shit in my life, way harder shit. So a little cut is not going to stop me from winning or put me off my game plan. I actually sort of like that shit because, you know, I look like a fighter right now. All my other fights, I didn't really look like a fighter. This is some shit I could take a selfie and be like, look at me, I'm a professional boxer now. But my team was on top of it in the corner, stay calm. Bro, at one point the blood was in my eye, I just saw red. I don't even know if that's healthy, but I just saw red, like, but hey, you gotta do it.
Jake, as an avid boxing fan, that was easily my favorite knockout of the year, and I think it's time that people deserve to give you credit, because even one of my favorite boxers, Devin Haney, had a fantastic win the other week, but it didn't end in spectacular fashion like yours. So I say that to say people are still going to have something to say after this. Fight a real boxer. Where's Tommy Fury at? Whatever nonsense they're going to say. Have you done enough to please yourself at this point and say I've done enough to be happy?
I've done more than enough. 4 massive fights in 13 months. No one in the history of boxing has done what I've done at this age. Massive pay-per-views, knocked out every single person that I've fought. The only person that's as active as me doing these bigger pay-per-views is Canelo.
And he's 50 plus fights in.
And like I said, I knocked out everyone that I fought, turned them all into memes. That's just going viral all over the internet. And I'm ready to fight whoever. It doesn't matter if they're a professional boxer or if they're a 5-time UFC champion. I don't care. I'm really built for this. And no matter what, I'm going to find a way to get the job done. And that's what I showed tonight. And Tommy Fury is lucky that he wasn't in there tonight, because Tyron's way tougher. You know, he has that experience. Tommy probably would have looked a lot worse than that, and that was pretty bad.
Hey, Jake, can you walk us through the knockout? It seemed like, Tyron's perspective, he was expecting a body shot, and the hand came down and you clipped him, but were you gunning for that, or walk us through that?
Yeah, so the whole fight he was catching like this, you know, catching my jab, catching my two, catching it right here with his elbow on my straight two, and so I wasn't landing, and I was coming up with the 6 to the body, and I was doing that all night long. Boom, I hit him with the fake, and then come with the 1, and he went to go catch it, and that's when I knew he was pulling his hands away, and I put all my power into it because I knew I set him up the whole entire fight for that.
So that was you already planning on that with the feints and dropping him down.
Yep, and I knew I normally I load up a lot low key. I need to work on that, but but my coach is like, don't load up. You already have enough power in them. But I just do it anyways because that's how I am. I'm gonna work on that in the next camp. But I knew this punch was gonna land, so I put everything into it, everything. And, you know, I might be a lumberjack because you went timber.
Jake, obviously, so you love boxing, you're becoming pretty good at it, but you also said earlier this week that, you're struggling with like prison laws and fees and stuff like that, so.
I didn't say that earlier this week. Next question. That's taken out of context. I didn't say anything like that.
Jake, if you had to rank your 3 knockouts in the last 13 months, where would you rank this one and the other 2 as well?
I would say this is number 1 because of the level of opposition. He's a 5-time UFC champ, and I flatlined him. Ben Askren, not really a striker. Nate Robinson, basketball player, but the fact that I proved I have one-punch power on a legend of this sport, people are going to be scared. That's why Masvidal and Nate Diaz got up out their seats and left, because they didn't want me to jump out the ring and start going at them. But people should be scared. Like, everyone's on high alert.
Jake, those are your next 2 targets at that point? Is it Diaz and Masvidal?
Everyone's a target. No one's safe. Hide your kids, hide your wife. I'm like Santa Claus. I'm coming down your chimney. I'll fuck everybody up. I'll fuck your whole family up. Yep.
Jake, if you were offered both guys, if you had a choice between Diaz or Masvidal, who
There's
would you
no
go
choice
with?
there. They're both under contract with the UFC. There's no
Well,
discussion.
no, I understand that, but in the future, like if you could only fight one of them, who would you fight?
I'll fight all of them. I don't care. You know, I don't really know what's next on the roadmap. I've done it all. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and I need to take a break. You know, I've been going at this nonstop for a year and a half, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Is the vocabulary word I would use. I need to spend time with my family on Christmas and go on a vacation. I haven't gone on vacation since I was 18 years old. I told myself, not until you feel like you got to a place in life where you deserve a vacation. And I deserve it now. So I'm gonna go on my first real vacation where there's no obligations. Because I've gone on vacations where I have to film it and vlog it and do interviews and then wake up on a certain time and still work out. I'm going on a real vacation. I'm doing backflips into the water.
So when would you expect to come back and fight again, do you think? What's kind of the early time?
Whenever I feel like it. Whenever I feel like it.
Jake, you and Amanda Serrano emerge as the unlikely dynamic duo. With Amanda on course to fight Katie, do you see yourself continuing that trend, or is that fight big enough where it has to be its own event?
That's his own main event, for sure. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna do everything in my power to, make that fight the biggest female boxing fight in the history of the sport. And it's a historic moment. And Amanda is a superstar. She almost got her opponent out of there in the first round, and she could punch. She's an exciting fighter, a real superstar, and we're excited to take her to a whole nother level with MVP.
Bringing that fight for her career, where do you rank that among your own achievements in the sport?
Say it again?
So you being able to deliver that fight for her, where would you place that among your own achievements in the sport?
See, I love to bring everyone up around me and to support my friends, because if they're growing, then I'm growing, and that's what I've noticed. And so it's high on the list. It's so satisfying because she deserves the money and the notoriety more than I do. She's put in thousands and hundreds of hours in the gym, and she deserves the big payday that she's gonna get, and she deserves to, be able to retire from boxing and
Not work again.
Yeah, not work again, and that unfortunately hasn't been the case for women's boxing. They've been underpaid and taken advantage of, and it's an amazing accomplishment for me to be able to help her. And she's such an awesome person, such an awesome person.
Hey Jake, can you talk about your experience bringing this card to Tampa? The support. It looks like we know a bunch of big time boxers that can't sell out their hometown, but the support you have in Tampa. Any chance you bring back this card in Tampa, and what's your experience like in Tampa?
Tampa's been amazing, so supportive. Everyone in the arena, since day one, they gave me a jersey, and everyone's been so awesome. The fans showed out. I think I heard a number, 18,600.
685.
18,685 people. That's more than Madison Square Garden, more than Staples Center. So, this is iconic, and my audience is everywhere. That's the difference. Is I don't need to go to Las Vegas to sell out a crowd. My audience is digital. and I could go anywhere in the world and sell out.
Jake, you talked about your critics before the fight. What do you have to say to them tonight after knocking out Woodley in the 6th round?
Suck my nuts. What else can they say? What more could they want from me? And I don't do this for them. I do this to prove myself right. And I said that in my Instagram post 3 days before the fight. I said I'm not doing this to prove people wrong. I'm doing this to prove myself right. And that remains true. And there's always going to be critics. So if you're a kid watching this, if you're whoever you are out there watching this, and you have a dream and you want to be successful, if you're doing anything outside of the ordinary, people are going to hate on you, and there's going to be critics in every single corner wanting to see you fall. It's a part of life. Don't pay them any attention. And by the way, they're only making you more popular. So I love the critics. Thank you. You guys motivate me, and I shut y'all the fuck up.
Can we do one more question, please?
Jake, 3 years ago, Woodley was the UFC world champion, and you haven't even had a professional bout yet. So you're going up this trajectory fast. Do you have a long-term vision as to where you can see yourself going for a title shot, or are you just taking it fight by fight and seeing how you feel when you wake up in the morning after a fight?
It's scary to try and put a cap on where this could go. You know, the potential is unlimited here, and it's really up to me and my team and how hard I want to work. But I'm hungry and motivated, and I love this shit. So, 2 years as a professional, and this has gone astronomical and is making history. So, yeah, I would love to just continue to put on historic events and sell massive pay-per-views and fight higher level opposition as I go. And maybe when the time is right, I'll go for the World Championship belt and whatever belt that is, IBF, WBA, WBO, I don't know. But it'd be funny to just become a world champion and just be like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber. And as soon as I would win the world championship, I would take the belt and I would throw it on the fucking ground and stomp on it. Because you're a champion here and in your heart before anyone tells you that you're a champion. I am a champion.
Jake, is your signature going to be give the next fighter Rolexes? Because you kind of called your shot. You said it's time to knock you out, Woodley. Are you going to continue to do that with some of these fighters?
I mean, I feel like I have to give them gifts for the trauma I put them through. But yeah, maybe I got more tricks up my sleeves, and I guess I don't know. Do you want a Rolex? I can get you one. I'm gonna get him a Rolex. Will you get his email? All right. What's your name?
Peter Blake.
Peter Blake. You're gonna look really good with a Rolex on.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I'll have Nikisa hit you, and I'm gonna get you the same one I got Tyron.
Sounds good.
All right.
Appreciate it. Wow.
Jake, back here. Overall, the fight.
No Rolex watch for you.
Overall, the fight. How did you feel compared to the first one in terms of your fluidity? Like, overall, did you feel at all like overtraining played a part at all?
Nah, I felt a lot more comfortable, and my defense was way, way better. And in a lot of ways, it was similar to the first fight because we were sort of giving each other the same looks, and we both came in with a respect for our power, for each other's power. And so, a lot of times it was sort of like a stalemate because we were just gauging what the other person was going to do. Yeah, but I got elbowed, headbutted, and then when I pulled my arm right away, the same injury as before. So, it is what it is. Shit.
Jake, you've already made a major impact in the sport at such a young age. You're helping women's boxing, you're getting young stars massive paydays, you're bringing more fans into arenas, giving boxing more attention. Do you see yourself becoming, a promoter or something like that down the line, quitting boxing all in general as a fighter and just doing the business side?
Yeah, for sure. I will always be involved in this sport forever. Whether I'm fighting or whether it's Nikisa and I running Most Valuable Promotions and helping people like Amanda Serrano get more spotlight. I could definitely put on a British accent and become an Eddie Hearn.
One more? Last one?
One more time before you go. You fought every 4 or 5 months. Would you anticipate fighting April, May? Would it be longer?
It's going to be longer. It's going to be longer than that.
If the right name comes up?
2 weeks ago,
I don't
he
give
said,
a shit about anyone.
2 weeks ago, he said
anything.
July, and then he said maybe March. So he's got to take some time, think about what he wants to do, and then he'll tell us all what he wants to do.
What do you want to say to Dana White right now?
I just knocked out a 5-time UFC champion and embarrassed your whole company. And please let me get Kamaru Usman. Please let me get Diaz. Please let me get Masvidal. Please let me get McGregor. Because I'm gonna embarrass them too. I promise you that, Dana. I promise you that.
Thank you, everybody.